Hey everyone, my name is Tom Luther. I teach piano and digital music at the Midcoast Music Academy in Rockland, Maine. We are super excited to be introducing Intro to Live Coding this summer. Live coding is a way of writing and performing music using computer code, but more importantly, it's using computer code in real time. All this little code I'm typing in up here is stuff that can be applied right now. So while I was telling you about this course, I was writing code out that is now generating this funky little guitar pattern. This is a very cool program called Sonic Pi. It was developed by a guy named Sam Aaron at Cambridge University. It is free and open source, which is really nice. And more importantly than that, it's super easy to use and it's super fun to use. It's one of those pieces of software that encourage you to experiment, make mistakes, and it's a ball to use. I'm going to just continue to demonstrate this thing. I'm going to add a drum part here. Again, showing you how super easy this is. I'm talking to you and I'm writing this code, all happening in the moment. There's no waiting for it to compile, nothing like that. Here we go. There's our drum part. So that's the basic idea. The software is very modifiable. While what I've done here is fairly simple, I'm going to show you how we're going to make it a little more complicated in fairly short order. So it's super easy to change stuff around once you learn syntax, which again is not really complicated. It takes a little bit of practice, but practice is kind of what this is all about. So again, I don't know if you know, there we go. So now we got a little bit of a funkier drum part. I don't know if you noticed that while I was changing the code, nothing was actually happening. Nothing happened until I hit the run button, which is kind of cool because it gives you a chance to sit there and think about, okay, well, what do I want to do with this? What kind of sound do I want? And then how do I tell the computer what to do? So it really engages both your left brain and your right brain simultaneously, which is kind of what music does anyway, but here's our snare part. But this does it in a much more tangible way where you can see it happening. It's a really wonderful learning tool, and it's an awful lot of fun. You don't have to know anything necessarily about music or coding to take this class. It's a great way to introduce yourself to that, or if you already know some, it's a great way to refine those skills or learn something about music if you're a coder, or learn something about coding if you're a musician. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to show you one more thing here. Software comes with a nice little package of effects, so you can actually get into some production value here. We're going to throw some reverb on this snare pattern because it's a little bit on the dry side. And put it kind of a little bit up in the mix. Let's say around there. This should give it a nice soak. And we're only going to put it on the snare. The rest of this stuff sounds okay. So there we go. You see all your code running by here? It's basically showing the order in which you do things. And again, it's all done in real time. So if you happen to be interested in this course, you can contact us by email or by phone. Information's sitting right up on your screen right there. This should be a lot of fun. Again, don't be intimidated if you don't know anything about music or coding, because you will come out of this course knowing both, and you'll come out with a solid understanding about how this program works and be able to make your own funky little grooves or ambient grooves or whatever you can think of. It's that modifiable. So I'm going to close this out. I'm going to start fooling around with the pace on this guitar part because it's a little bit quick for me, so I'm just going to lower it a little bit. And that's the sort of thing you can do if you want to learn how to do stuff like this. You come see us this summer. All right, everyone. Take it easy, and hopefully see you this summer.